Okay, we took our, we're not there yet, but 38-minute walk to this cathedral. Going through some pretty old historic stuff here. It's a mix of rundown buildings and fixed up nice ones. And the friendly people that don't speak English. Met an old couple, and everybody that walks by seems to want to grab the baby's arms or legs and say, oh, very friendly. The old couple, very nice. They're like, oh, your kids. Of course, they didn't say it in English, but we gathered that's what they were saying. And they told us that the road was closed by crossing their arms, like in front of each other. They couldn't go on the road we wanted, and they pointed at this hill, which I should have videotaped. We just went up the hill, hokey doodles. That's like steep hill. Pushing a stroller, we're all pretty wore out. There's a cathedral, so we're getting closer. And that's what we came to look at. Oh, here is one of these stray dogs. This is our new buddy. He's been following us around for the last 10 minutes or so. Loads of stray dogs here. So anyway, we'll carry on our march. There's a nice looking street. And it's a little bit, like there's a graffiti randomly all over the place. I'm not sure what the deal is on that. But loads of these beautiful streets. If you look at that stonework and stuff, it's awesome. Old buildings. Very, very beautiful. Lots of little stores and stuff. But then you get a mix of this. All of a sudden you get this building that's got graffiti on it. So, I don't know, there's probably a history to it of some kind. I'm not really sure. Success. We've made it up. Looks like we got some building going on here. But there's a beauty part there. I don't know what that is. Hopefully we'll get there. There's some kind of grounds here, right? So, and then the rest is back behind this tree. It is stunning. I don't know how old this thing is, but there's a few dollars put into it. Even the color of the stone is somehow very warm. Yeah, this is what we see from a hotel in the distance.
I've never seen the thing when we're driving.
Absolutely beautiful. Top made to look like it's gold topped. Wonderful. You know, a lot of the old churches, they spent a lot of time and money making it beautiful in honor of God. I find a lot of churches now are very plain, although both sides have their arguments, I guess. I mean, you can spend a lot of money on a building rather than on the people, you know, the widows and stuff, orphans that need the money, the sick. Flip side, you don't spend any money on it, keep the money for yourself. Hardly seems like that would be honoring God. So I can see both arguments, as in most things. Wow, isn't that ever beautiful? Hey, the sun's glistening off of here. Just perfect. Very nice. So I don't know if we'll be allowed to film everywhere or not. I love checking out old churches, Catholic churches too. I've seen lots of those. This would be my first Orthodox experience, I guess. But we've seen lots of Catholic ones, which are obviously much more common in the Western world than this is.
The cat's probably living in the
Just out here alone is beautiful. Looking at all the stonework. Look at these grates everywhere made of cast iron. Where? In there, I don't know.
Looks like a pump.
It's probably a memorial of some sorts. Wow, looking over the city. Okay, so it says here there's no smoking, no bubblegum, no ice cream, no dogs, no cameras.
No shorts. No cameras.
Also in church.
No vaping, no ice cream.
Okay, there you go.
No cigarettes, no dogs.
Now we want to see if we can find a bathroom. I don't know if we can find that inside or outside. Now the security guard there said we could film out here. So I guess outside is maybe okay, just not inside. Perhaps. Stunning. So each one of these I would think is probably a saint. Again, I'm just guessing here though. Give you an idea of the size. And then there's a picture of our Lord on the cross. The Orthodox religion, and obviously Catholicism too, any of you are Catholics, are much more on symbolism than those of us who are from the Protestant background. We would not have been allowed any symbolism when I was younger. We're actually looking for a bathroom here. It's overlooking the city. Can't think offhand where we are. I think down here somewhere is our hotel. Well, this is just beautiful down here on the front. So we're supposed to go down here, and then to the left there should be a bathroom somewhere. I don't know. Look at that sun setting there. Absolutely stunning. Bathrooms, kids had to go pretty bad. Again, it's hard in this language that you don't understand, but bathrooms are strange. The men's had no toilets in it. It had, looked like you could squat, I guess. I don't know. Spots for traction for your feet, if you will, with a hole in the floor. So I was like, that was weird. But anyway, we only had to pee, so that wasn't a big deal. And then the girls' bathroom, I found a bunch of toilets. Most of them were missing toilet seats, though. So I finally found one with a seat so Ainsley could use it. Now we're heading back out again. So this must be like a front entrance. I think when we go back, we're going to go down this hill. Instead of the long way we went all the way up and around here and came in the back side. So down here you can buy your icons, which is a big thing. I'm planning on learning more about. From the Protestant perspective, we would say about that looks like idol worship, right? If you have an icon is basically a picture, either one of the saints or Jesus, I guess, the apostles. I'm not sure what all, but pictures basically. And you'd have them in your home, and you would show respect to them in the way we would say looks like you're praying to them and worshiping them. And they would say, no, we're showing respect to them, and we're not praying to them, we're speaking to them in order to speak to God. So again, we have a big divide between what we feel, or what Protestant belief is, and what Orthodox and Catholic is, because Catholics also, I believe anyway, pray to saints, pray to Mary. So I'm interested in learning more about it. Of course, I've learned about it from the Protestant perspective, but that's not always the right perspective. Over generations, it's easy to get clouded between the two. I'd like to know how they can distinguish between idol worship and icons. So, and the best way to do that is to speak right to the source and speak to one of these people. So, a friend that I've met now, not in person yet, I guess, but Father Joseph, he used to be Protestant and has converted to Catholicism and is now a priest. So that is an excellent person to speak to on the subject, because obviously he knows our side and also the Orthodox side. Here we are again. It's beautiful, beautiful building. It's just stunning. Wonderful. We found a way in. We're not allowed to videotape in there, and there's a dress code of sorts in there. But we did find a door that was open, so that was nice. I was told they were open from 10 o'clock till 8 o'clock every day. And again, just so beautiful. There's so much work in everything. So I don't know, I think these guys look the same, more or less. That looks like the same guy, I think, and that guy. But like, look at all the detail and all this. Absolutely beautiful. Can't imagine the time and the cost involved in something like this. It's phenomenal. Really beautiful.
I know it's been a struggle. I know you've had some pain. I know you're feeling tired, held down by all the weight. Yeah, I know you're feeling lonely. Your smile ain't the same. Not sure where to go from here. Feel like you've lost your way. Yeah. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done yet, he's got a plan.
Well, that was great inside there. Like I said, I can't videotape anything in there or film anything in there, but very beautiful. Obviously a very holy place for all of them. I'm still not sure what to think of it all. I mean, I love and appreciate the artwork, the design. I mean, even just the door alone. Leaving, I was looking at the door. A lady was telling us, it sounded like she was saying it took 10 years to make the doors all hand carved. And it sure looked hand carved. It's just phenomenal. 20-year-old church. Okay, so it's absolutely beautiful, and I really appreciate the work that it takes to go in that. So I could spend a long time looking at it. Everything was written in Georgian though, so it's hard to you know, I have no idea what anything says. This is how we get up and down. Our babies ride like kings in a chariot, carried by their servants, gladly, with great cheer. So here too, there's carvings again. I don't know what that depicts. The one has eyes closed, I'm assuming is passed away, but I don't know. These are just assumptions. These are all different people. There's a lot of things to look at. You know, this one looks like it's depicting an angel, perhaps. Has wings, so I would think so, and then I don't know. I'm looking forward to my friend Joseph taking me around, Father Joseph. I think I can call him my friend. Taking me around, explaining some more of this religion. What made him leave his Protestant roots? What made him join the Orthodox? I know it was we have discussed it a bit, but maybe I'll do some of that on camera one day. Yeah, why he became convicted and convinced that this is the right and true religion. It is definitely one of the older ones. There was a split between this and Catholicism back in the day. According to the Orthodox, they maintained the right way, and Catholicism separated from them. I'm sure Catholics have their own version of that. So this here is the front gate. Definitely looks a bit like a fortress almost. In here. Right up the steps to the church. Beautiful. The gardens around the church we didn't really look at. Kids said there's some swans in one spot. I know there's a couple of ponds, although they were empty right now. But lots and lots going on. Alright, so I don't know if you can get any idea how steep this is. It's about half the size of the one we went up, but I really have to stand crooked. Yeah, you really can't tell. It's pretty steep anyways. And I definitely wouldn't be comfortable walking in the street like this in Canada, but they tell me everything's safe here. And so far, I can't say we've met anything to make us think it's not. So, stray dogs and cats everywhere. There's a strong odor of cat urine and cat feces, cat litter box. I find so far everywhere in town. All right, we got to keep going down, as far as I know. Make our way down to the river. All right, we found a little alleyway all the way down things. We're making the river's ahead of us, and then the main drag, probably a more populated part of town, I guess. All of this is rather complicated with a stroller, but we're making it. Oops. Pressing our way down. The river's down over there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Definitely a little busier out here now. I'm going to put the camera away. I'd love to show you guys everything. It's not always safe to do so when you're holding onto a stroller with two infants in it, and just a lot of kids on the side of the road. We survived! And now we're walking between busier road, and there's the river. It's actually beautiful looking there. I'm sure there's probably, well, there's a walking trail there too, but we've got this nice path here we're gonna walk. These trees we were looking at yesterday, if I can zoom in on anything. So those of us in Canada definitely recognize the maple leaf. And the States too. Can't get any clear shots here. But these look like maple leaves, except the tree does not look like a maple tree. So we had someone tell us yesterday what it was, but here's a leaf. You know, it's very similar to a maple. Obviously not identical, but it has similarities. Probably related, but you can see how smooth the bark is. There's no roughness really to it. Down in spots there is, but it seems like it peels off. And they have them all over the place. No idea what kind of tree it is, but it's kind of neat. Little piece of home, even though it's not. So we got another 24 minutes of walking yet till we get back to our apartment. Another beautiful Orthodox church here on our way back. There's lots of them around. Gates shut though, so we can't get in. We finally managed to cross the highway. We're on the riverside. Gonna take a little stop maybe. Beautiful. We might take a little boat through here. I've never seen a boat in here, but then again, we haven't been that close. I would imagine they could. What is it? Oh, beautiful buildings there again. But one of the rare instances that we've seen a crosswalk even has a hand on it to stay, stop. So this is really cool. All these little shops in here. No cars can drive in here. You have piles of these little shops. Very narrow street. Little restaurants everywhere. People were trying to coax us in to eat, waving us in, saying, come, come, eat.
Is he gonna pick it up?
Yeah, have to squeeze both sides.
Hey, how was your day? Good. You have fun? Too many people? Not too bad?
Not really.
Not too bad. You? Tired from all the steps? 87 steps coming up to the apartment here, so maybe to some of you who are in shape, that doesn't seem like a lot, but for those of us who've been sitting on our butts for 5 months driving around, it's a lot of steps. Anyway, you had fun today? Yeah? It was nice today? It's kind of nice to see something different. A little bit of traffic, yeah. Yep. What's it? That's all you got? Any highlights?
I know everything is fun. I like the challenge of trying to cross the street.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
I didn't
you see
like
that with squirrels when squirrels tried to cross.
Oh dear. Yeah, for a minute there I thought Eli was going to poop his pants because a motorcycle went by and it was so loud and it was like right beside us. His hand started shaking, he squeezed my hand so tight and he's just like
I pulled my ears. My hands were
She's
strict
like
my
you.
ears.
I was so loud.
I went like this.
I can't move the camera on that fast, folks.
Yeah, it was quite nice.
You were scared too?
I
I don't remember a motorbike, so.
Oh, it was so
Was it well worth coming out?
That was right around the time you asked me, are you enjoying yourself? And it was like, no.
Yeah, and this miserable woman came out. Right?
It's
Now
tough.
she feels better.
I do, because we're in the same.
Are you glad we went out and you didn't stay back?
Yes and no.
Maybe
It was a
so.
lot of walking and
Not a while, but it was beautiful to see how other people live.
For sure. It's
We live
just-
very spoiled here in North
We
America.
are country people. So to
Yes.
bring a country person to the city, we should write a book on this because it's like how, exhausting it is and scary it is, and it's just nerve-wracking.
Right.
It's
Country mouse, city mouse.
yeah.
Definitely a lot of differences. And then, of course, how people live here is just different, right? We're used to in North America this, what do you want to call it? Just luxurious lifestyle, I guess. These huge houses. Maybe other places have it too, but I know like Netherlands, houses are very skinny and tall. Some, not everybody's house, but people live with a lot less square footage than what we have, what we're used to. You can see that here too, everybody's just stacked up together. And also not the latest, greatest, fanciest house. Maybe they own their homes, I have no idea. A lot of people living on credit in Canada at least, where they don't actually own it. So it looks fancy, but the bank owns it. And maybe these people own their own. Very friendly though. I'm always concerned going to the city. I don't really like city folks. I don't mean that as an offense to anybody. It's just they have a mind of their own. They're different than us. And I didn't really feel threatened in any way.
We're back
You
in
start
this-
that over.
I was surprised by that too because we were in this back alleyway and you're like feeling really uncomfortable because you're in a different place as it is, right? And then we came across this older couple, and they were goo-gaing over the children and look at the sweet little things, and then they counted all the heads to see, and they don't speak any English, so they were kind of trying to figure out whether these were all our children or whatnot. Then they gave the kids candy, and they were just like these grandparents that were all excited over our children, and then they told us we couldn't go any further because there was like nowhere. I'm assuming it was a dead-end road or whatever, but through our broken, their broken language and our right, we couldn't. We kind of. He's giving Nana and
You just threw Nana and Grandma in the sink.
sink.
Made a drink apparently. Tough day.
Anyway, it was an enjoyable meeting them because it kind of took the edge off of where were we, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, and then these nice people we ran
Right.
into.
But if we walked through something like that in Toronto or in,
Kinda,
we would be pretty worried.
yeah.
Like it definitely looked, I don't know what I would
Sketchy.
class as a ghetto or something.
Yeah.
Like it was, busted up buildings and
Yeah, but so far everyone we've come across have been very
yeah, I
nice,
have not found
very
anyone
loving.
threatening.
Even some gentleman like kind of rubbed Maddie's face. She was on the front of me, rubbed her face, and kind of like you could just tell they were
Yeah.
just tickled pink over these little people, right? They just some lady says, "Christian, you Christian," right? Like it was like they're just happy to see us.
Yep.
I guess.
Heard that before already. They like treat tourists like gold here. So tourism is very much the life of this country. I guess it brings a lot of money in. And besides that, they're just friendly. There's a lot of Christian folk here that are just very friendly. So, although we don't feel like that, because I think if we had this, this is something I don't understand either. Maybe this is a Georgian thing. I have no idea. But when we moved into this here little apartment, we're only here for 8 days. It's kind of like a hotel, basically, Airbnb or whatever. They had a stack of these slippers. I don't know what they're for. Then when the lady came the next day to do house cleaning, or 2 days later, day and a half later, she brought another stack of these. So I'm assuming she figured we were going to be wearing them. And I don't know if maybe we're supposed to be wearing them around the house or no idea. Little tiny
Keeps the
slippers.
floor clean and
Maybe.
polishes them at the same time.
Could be. Anyway, yeah, all in all, very good. I'm just impressed that people are not. I don't feel threatened in any way. Every time we're kind of like nervous about going outside, but then it all checks out and everything works out great. So there you go. I think that's probably it for another video. Hope you enjoyed our cathedral tour. We'll catch you all on another one as we tour Georgia for the next little while. If you're new to the channel, we left Canada. We've sold what we own. Mostly. We still own a little bit of stuff, I guess. But anyway, cut that out. We have sold all of our stuff. We've gone to Georgia. We are looking for a new home, looking to immigrate somewhere. And Georgia is a place we're checking out right now. So we're going to be here for I would say 3 to 6 months, touring around, looking at stuff. Later this week, we're hoping to go out in the country, start looking at some farmland and some villages in the country, and see what this has to offer. So, hope you enjoy. Keep coming back for more updates, and we'll try to fill you in. God bless you. Talk to you later.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in